because there's certain videos that's come out from Lanceypooh, which you guys probably also want to talk about.
Who was someone that you used to record with?
A YouTuber, gamer from the US.
Yeah. So what happened with that whole thing is that I had made YouTube videos for a while on my own, and I started talking to him because he had a Twitch career back in the day. And we kind of like started talking together. He liked what I did, and I actually really liked his streams. He's a really talented guy, and he was really good back then too. And we kind of hit it off. And then I think a year or so after we started talking, I went to the US to visit him.
There's drama around this.
There's a bit of, well, not really for me.
Not anymore.
But so this is all pre-SSundee.
This was pre-SSundee era, yeah.
So you went to live with him?
I went to the US when I was like 19, maybe. I just turned 20 back then, so like 8 years ago or something like that. Went to live with him for like a month or so, maybe 2.
And this is for content making?
Yeah, we had like a little content house back in the day. We used to do videos together, and he kind of like started me off on the whole thing,
So where did it go wrong?
Well, I was I kind of take the blame for the whole thing. I don't even want to try to like defend it. I was an asshole. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, yes. We're getting into spicy words.
I was an asshole, and you guys also know me. Sometimes I don't really make the soundest of decisions. I think a lot of that stuff was like all or nothing. So I just started noticing, because he was recording with SSundee, and that also gave me an in with him. And I started noticing stuff that Lancey would say when we weren't when he wasn't recording. And
what sort of stuff?
Well, I don't want to like badmouth him, because I think what I did kind of outshines what he did. But he was starting to like be not so satisfied with what he did with Ian SSundee. And
so he was speaking negatively.
Yeah, and I kind of took offense to that, because I felt like that was a weird thing to do, and so I actually hit up SSundee and told him about it.
Right.
Which was also a really weird thing for me to do.
Because you didn't feel like what Lancey was saying was a fair representation of SSundee.
Yeah, kind of. So it's not like I'm a hero or something coming in to save the day.
Sure.
Like, I could have just been quiet, but I was also a 19-year-old, and I did want to like progress as well in my career.
You wanted SSundee to
I wanted SSundee to acknowledge me, right?
Which he did. Eventually.
Which he did, yeah. We ended up recording together because of the whole thing, and Lancey got kind of shoved to the side, which sucks. Like, I feel really bad for that still.
So and that's why Lancey created this video on you, kind of exposing you and all the bad things he's done.
And the major theme there was that he suggested you took advantage of the situation
stepping stone
to get.
Well, he said specific things like that he would pay for you and your girlfriend's flights.
Yeah, which
business class.
I don't actually remember, but then again, like I felt like that was a weird thing to point out, because that's just something he did, and it's like, if you do that, then you can't really go back later and complain about it, right?
Sure.
Right.
I mean,
right.
He
should have taken his own responsibility. It was his decision.
Yeah. So I felt like the whole money thing, like that was kind of like a weird dig at me, and we actually worked it out. That's also why he deleted the video. I hit him up, and I apologized.
That took quite a bit of time.
It took a bit of time, because I had to like establish a relationship to him again, because I did genuinely feel bad for what I did, and I said sorry. That was an asshole thing of me to do, which it was, and I did use him.
Do you feel like, though, because obviously you're acknowledging that was something you did was like as an asshole move, but at the time did you feel like it was coming from a good place?
I think I convinced myself, kind of. Yeah, I think I convinced myself that this is like an all right thing to do,
and it was like a side effect that you were going to be with SSundee.
Yeah, it was like a oops. Like, here I am.
You were most likely using your business mind. You were like, this is my way forward. This is how I succeed.
Yeah, but I don't think I thought about it that way, because if you think about yourself that way, you kind of realize that you are kind of like the asshole in this.
Yeah, no. Maybe you didn't round it off.
Yeah,
well,
but it was so long ago. So when he made that video, I was actually really surprised by it. I was like, wow, okay.
I remember.
I didn't think.
So you were actually with us at the time when that video came out.
Yeah, I was so panicked, dude.
Yeah,
I've always been so scared of, which is also why I'm a little bit nervous to be here, because I'm a very private. Thank you, Jelly. I'm a very private person, and I don't really talk about things, especially not this kind of stuff, because one, I think it's boring.
Sure.
And two, I don't really think it's that many people's business,
Yeah, I think
we agree with that.
Well, they made it there, everybody.
It's a funny thing, though, I think, because clearly there's a demand for understanding what's going on.
Yeah,
especially the videos wouldn't be so popular with exposure, and obviously Jelly's had his experience with it with the SSundee V2 stuff. Like, there's clearly a demand. There's clearly a demand for this inside track.
Yes.
Which is, I'm actually happy that I also get to do the podcast, because